Hello, hello, and welcome to this live stream. So my name is Pablo Supelana. I am the founder of Naval App, and today I'm gonna be the host for this event. So if you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, please do subscribe and press the bell button to be notified every time we go live or post a new video. So many of you know that around 2 months ago, we launched on our website an introductory course on sailing yacht design. Uh, since the moment we launched it, so we have the course raised a fair amount of interest, and I think today we have more than 25 students coming from 17 different countries around the world. And also some of you, some people also have reached out us with some questions regarding the course, the content, the structure, organization, and everything. So that's why together with the instructors, we decided to do this live stream today so that we can go through the course, introduce the course, and also try to answer all the questions we have received. Yeah, some of the questions we receive it in advance, so we know about them. So we have prepared some kind of summary of the main questions or the questions we received. But you are also able now during this live stream to type your question in the live chat here in YouTube. So if you do so by the end of the presentation, we will take care also of the questions we will receive within the live chat. So yeah, maybe before starting, a short introduction about Naval App. So as I said before, so I'm Pablo Sopolana. I'm Naval App's founder. And Naval App, in Naval App, we are on a journey to make sailing yacht design and performance accessible. What we do is we publish periodically on the website articles about sailing craft and sailing craft design or sailing yacht or etc. and related fields. And also we publish online courses on these subjects. So basically, well, we only have one so far in the website, and this is the one we are going to deal with today. But there are two more courses currently under preparation. So stay tuned because we will give more information soon about them. Maybe even during this live stream also. So other things that we do as well is that we also make available online calculation tools related to the aero and hydrodynamics of sailing, so resistance and forces and etc. And something more about Naval App, Naval App it is also an online community. So far, I think today we have more than 1,000 members already. And so you can join, feel free to do it. It is free. So, and the only requirements to get involved or to join is that you have a deep desire to learn, share your knowledge with the others, and also support others in their journey. Okay, so, but without further ado, let's introduce our guest today. We have today we have the instructors, so are our guests, the instructors of the course on Sailing Yacht Design. I'm joining from home here in Helsinki, in Finland, but joining us from Madrid, Spain, we have Pablo Merino and Javier Calderón. Hi, Pablo and Javier.
Hi. Hi, Pablo.
Fine, thank you. So, hope you are doing well as well. So maybe, Pablo, let's start with you. Could you please introduce yourself? Okay, thank you, Pablo, for this introduction. Maybe Javier, now we go with you.
Yeah, thank you, Pablo. I want to join Pablo Merino and congratulate you for preparing this. That we know that have been a huge amount of work. I am currently teaching at the Universidad Politécnica de Madrid at the Naval Architecture faculty, and this is where I have also done my PhD that I have finished in July 2020. And before that, I did my undergrad studies here, also in naval architecture, and then I moved to Southampton to do a master's in naval architecture, and there is where I found my passion on sailing yacht and fast craft, and I tried. And that's where I started to try to apply all the things that I started to learn, and where I started to develop this passion. And currently, the courses I'm teaching here are mainly related to different aspects of hydrodynamics. There are courses on resistance, maneuverability, seakeeping, also on the numerical tools that are used to compute forces around the hull, and of course, in particular, there is a space for the study of fast craft and sailing yacht, which is what I started to do with Pablo, and how we have ended here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so maybe we can go now. We jump into the course. So, but the thing I would like to do first, maybe before starting to talk about the course, is we have prepared a 1 minute long video. I would like to play it for you, and maybe we can see this video first, and then we come back and we discuss and introduce the course. Okay? Are you okay with this?
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so after this video, so I propose we can go to the website. Okay, so I can start presenting the course myself. Okay, let me change cameras here. Yes, that's me. Perfect. So this video, so I maybe I comment some general things about the structure of the course and the organization of the course, and then Pablo and Javier will get you into the different lessons and why lessons are there and what you will learn throughout this lesson. So the course, it is video based. The one thing we wanted to do is making one video per lesson, and each video no longer than 20 minutes. So that was our target. In some cases, I think we have some videos that are just longer than 20, maybe 24, 25, something like this. But most of them are just shorter than that, around 10 minutes, sometimes 15, sometimes 5, if the lesson is very, very short. And the total duration of the course, it is 4 hours and a half, something around. It is a self-paced course. That means that you can make progress at your own velocity. So you don't need to start the lesson at any specific point in time. So you can follow depending on your availability. And it is also open for registration throughout the year. So you can either enroll now and start the course just now, or maybe enroll and start the course later. So no problem for that. So as you can see here, the course currently has 41 lessons, 14 quizzes, and for students going through a complete course, they will get a course certificate. So maybe I can show you mine. This is my certificate here, because I the course some weeks ago. So you for sure will have your own name here. That's mine. And again, but the course it is an open course as well. So that means that the instructors are constantly proposing new lessons, so the course can grow in the future with new additional lessons, quizzes, and documents that you can download. So far, we have 20. If I take a look here into our website where you can get access to the course, one thing important to mention as well is that for the students taking part of the course, so they will have access to a virtual classroom where they can interact with other students and also with the teachers or with the instructors. So that means that they can post their assignments. They can also raise some questions there to their fellow students or also to their instructors. So the instructors go there and get involved and answer. So you can also learn and solve your doubts. So the course it is made on this way that it is theoretical, but it's also hands-on. So there is the instructors. They are designing a complete new yacht, sailing yacht from the scratch, basically from the ground up, and they are leading you from the different stages of design. And they are also explaining what are the design trade-offs they are doing and what are the rationale behind these decisions as well. And at the end of the course, based on the design, the yacht design that has been made, so there are some performance calculations done also. And for these performance calculations, the instructors use software tools that are common for professional yacht designers. So maybe we can start talking about the different lessons, and for that I'm gonna let Pablo to take the lead now for the different lessons. Yeah, Pablo? to all of us. So I have received some of in the live chat here. So there are people that are following, and we have some messages saying that people cannot hear you at all. I'm not sure if they can hear me now talking. So it will be nice also if you maybe write into the live chat that my sound is okay. So if you don't mind, Pablo, the thing we can do is maybe you can open a browser on your own on your own computer, and maybe you can go through the different parts very quickly, and I will only put your image on the screen, which I think it will, maybe the sound will be much better. Okay, so can we maybe try this? Because it has been not sound. Is this okay for you, Pablo?
Okay, so if you can hear me, I will just cover what Pablo was trying to tell you. So the thing is that the course is structured into a set of modules. First, we start by introducing which are the desirable properties of the sailing yacht. And in particular, we cover aspects such as velocity, stability, or the ability to sail close hold, maneuverability, seakeeping, all the desirable aspects that we would like to have for our sailing yacht. And once we've covered that, Pablo, maybe you can go a bit down. Thank you. And once we've covered that, we just a bit lower, please, Pablo. That's all. We just go into the different elements of the sailing yacht, and in particular, we talk about the hull, we talk about the sails and the rig, and we talk about the appendages, namely the keel and the rudder. And once we've introduced these key elements, we just dedicate a whole module to design each of these parts, and in particular, it's quite interesting that for the hull, what we propose is instead of starting from an already existing yacht or a line spline, that you could find on the internet or you have available, our proposal is to do it from scratch. We just need a half cylinder, and from there, with using control points and different techniques, we show you how to build a complete hull. And once this is done, we follow a similar procedure for doing the appendages, and we also design the rig, for which we use basically an Excel sheet. And even though we do the hull, for designing the hull, we use a specific software, and in this case we use MaxSurf. The idea is that you don't need to know anything about MaxSurf, and you can do this with any CAD software that you are familiar with. So it's not compulsory to do it with the same software as we use in the course, but you can use whatever or the software that you are familiar with, and the results should be similar. And once we've covered which are the properties and we have built our own design, it's time to compute the different forces that act over our hull in order to assess and in order to see if our design is it's intended for the use we were thinking of. And we start with some hull resistance calculations, and for that we just go first into the basics, and we just analyze the different aspects or the different sources that play a role in resistance. And also we study the different methods that are available in the literature to compute these different sources of resistance, and then we apply what we learned to our particular example, and we perform a resistance calculation of our hull. And we follow a similar procedure for the stability calculations. So we just show you what's the stability naval architecture software and how they perform stability calculations. And we just emphasize that stability is a matter of two aspects. One's the shape, but weights play a major role also here. So we dedicate a module or a lesson to estimate the height of the center of gravity. And with all that information, with the hull and with the information about our weights, we are ready to perform some stability calculations of our hull. And once we finish with the hull, we also perform computation of the forces on the sail, and for that we use the tools that are available in Naval App, which are quite useful for this purpose. And once we have all the information, we just put all together, and we show you how a VPP works, and we do the example to compute the polar force of our yacht in the VPP provided by the software that we use. That's basically what we covers the course. There are quizzes on every lesson, and there are also some final quizzes with different level questions for you to work on the different topics that we show you through the videos, and also we give you the option to design your own hull, share it with the community, and we can have a look and comment on it if you want.
Okay, Javier, thank you for that. So we have Pablo back. So Pablo was reconnecting because we received a lot of messages. Thank you for that the sound was not good. So hopefully now it's good. Can you hear us now? Pablo, can you please say something? Yeah, for us, I think for Javier and us, it was always perfect. But
Yeah.
for some reason, it was not your sound was not going into the stream. I'm sorry, everybody, because we did some trials, some tests before to check what everything was working fine, and it was working fine. And for some reason, now it seems that it is not working. So if everybody is hearing us fine now, so maybe I would like to make you some questions regarding this course. So you told us before, so you are teachers in the Naval Architecture University in Madrid. So you are teaching small craft and sailing yacht design. This is actually your subject. So how this course is related to the things you are teaching at the university level? So any of you? Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
yep.
So that's correct, Pablo. One of the courses that we are teaching at the university has to do with sailing yacht. It's somehow different because in that course we also cover aspects of pastcraft, and we go into the particular issues that this fastcraft has. So there's time dedicated to this, and not only to sailing yacht, but there are of course things in common between both courses. I just want to emphasize that here we tried to adapt the course so any person that is not familiar with naval architecture concepts such as resistance or stability calculations can follow the course with no problem. So maybe things that our students here study in other modules, in preliminary modules, they are covered here, so no one misses anything in the course.
Okay. Well, thank you, Javier. Sorry for this. So I still receive some messages saying that Pablo, there is no sound going out. So I don't know. Well, let's try. Maybe go directly into the questions we have received so far. So for the people in the live chat, so please, if you have any question or you want us to repeat something that it was not clear, maybe because of the sound or everything, so just write your question there and we will try to answer it. So maybe Pablo will try if it is not good sound. So Javier and I will also, maybe Pablo, you can say something and we say that also to the people hearing us. So so I'm gonna take a look into the questions we received so far. So and as I said before, so try to make different kind of questions that were related. So one of the first questions we received was regarding the structure design, and the question is whether the course covered scaling calculation and structure design. So maybe Javier, can you please?
Yeah, sure. So that's actually a good question. Because of the length of the course on this first sailing yacht course, we focused mainly on the design. If you follow the different modules that we described, there is nothing or hardly nothing regarding structure or scantling of these kind of ships. But we can say that we are already preparing a course that will deal with this. So if you're interested in this particular aspect, you will have news pretty soon about it.
Yeah, that's right. If you remember at the beginning, so I mentioned that we are currently preparing 2 or more courses at this time. There are more courses that we have on mind for sure. And we will prepare them later. But one of the courses it is regarding scaling determination, and it is based on the ISO 12215. And I think Javier, we are working for having it by the end of May ready. So we will launch. In any case, you will have more information from us for sure, and we will start to make it more public very soon as well. Pablo, do you maybe have something to say? Not sure that people can hear you, but okay. Okay. So second question we received in advance is what kind of materials are included in the course? Uh-huh. So maybe Javier, I guess because of the sound. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course, no problem. So basically, the course is based on videos. So that's the main material that you will find. But linked to every video, we have prepared both some documentation. So you will find PDF files with some more information or with clarifying concepts that might be complementary to what we explain in the videos. And also there will be quizzes to that you can follow in order to advance in the course. No, that's one thing, and the other thing is that of course we provide every practical thing that we do. We provide the sheets, the Excel sheets that we use, the whole that we use, so you also can follow everything that we do in the course, and you will have all the materials on all the resources that we use for the course. So it's basically everything that you will see in the videos that will be available for you too.
Okay. Maybe the thing I can do it is I can lead people seeing this video into what it actually an actual lesson looks like. So this is one of the lessons. So when you are getting to one of the lessons, so you are prompted to a page like this, you can change what is your mode that you prefer. There is a dark mode, there is a light mode, and you will see here on the left side you have a sidebar where all the different lessons of the course. You can get rid of this sidebar with this button here, so you can concentrate into the content and the lessons content itself. So you can see here, so there is one part which is a written lesson. Here normally you will have a video, so you can click here and see the video. And there is another tab here which is materials, and in this case we have, for this lesson we have a velocity PDF document prepared by Pablo. And as well, you see here below that there is a link to this lesson, a quiz. So you can click into this quiz and you are going to open the quiz. So you can go to different questions and you are able to answer them. So you can, for example, here start this quiz. So we have, for example, this is one of the questions. So you choose here the question or the answer you think it is the correct one for the question, and then you check and you get the result. Somehow we have lost also Pablo's image, but okay, so I'm going back to us. So Pablo is trying to reconnect as well again because we still have this sound problem. But in the meantime, Javier, you and I, we can go through the questions, and we go to the third one, and it is regarding MaxSurf. So we are saying that we are using MaxSurf during the course, and the question is it still useful if one doesn't know this software in particular? So.
Yeah, I would say definitely it's useful. Our idea is when we prepare the course, our idea was that this is not a problem. So if you're familiar with other software, other CAD software, might be Rhinoceros, might be CATIA, might be AutoCAD, whatever, any software that any, let's say, modern software. I think that can do the job, and I'm aware that Pablo, who is the one that covers this part with the videos, he made a great job in order to clarify this, and so you can follow this with any software that you are using. So it's not a problem, and of course it works to do the course even though you don't have MaxSurf.
Okay, yeah. So we are having back Pablo again. So Pablo, Can you?
I don't know. I have tried to restart the web browser. I don't know if now it works.
Okay.
It's
So for people in the chat, so if you can now hear Pablo, please let us know.
yes, please.
We are going to go through the questions, Javier and I. So, but if for you it's okay, Pablo's sound, we will also talk to Pablo directly.
Now I can hear Pablo in the streaming, so probably.
Okay. So now you can hear me then. That's good news.
Please confirm.
That's good news. So Pablo, we were going through the questions we received in advance. I see in the live chat we have some new questions as well coming.
Okay.
But maybe we can go to the next one that we received before. So does the course cover appendage design? Well, I think we have
already answered that. Yes,
Yes.
It is true that we do not go into many details about different kind of appendages, because the keel, for instance, there are many different possible configurations for the keel. So, but we actually design a whole. We perform a whole design of a keel. Every single detail of the keel is covered. So, if you want to do one keel which is different in some of its aspects, you have the tools to do it. And also the same for the rudder.
Okay, so next question. So I am not a naval architect, but I'm interested in the course. Do you still recommend me to enroll? What do you think? Any of you?
Sure. I mean, we have also already spoken about this. The course is thought in such a way so that people with not specific particular background in naval architecture, but people who maybe simply love sailing, could also face the course without problem. And furthermore, there are several articles already published in the Naval App website. So you have these articles to complement your background, and there are also more articles that are under preparation right now and that will be available very soon. So in order to this kind of student that has no specific background in these topics, they could complete their knowledge and face the course without any problem. Sure.
Okay. So next question. So does the course include sail design? Well, maybe I can get this one for me.
Sure.
So we are indeed preparing a dedicated course on sail design. We are preparing this with a naval architect, a PhD naval architect, that not only has a strong theoretical foundation in the subject, but a huge professional experience. And we are now currently preparing the documentation and everything, and I can tell you that it is fantastic what it has been prepared so far. So this course, stay tuned, because we are gonna release it, I think maybe very soon. So we will let you know by when. And during this course, so there is a lot of information about sail design, sail manufacturing, sail set, and all things related. So stay tuned for that. Okay. So next one, it is how can the students interact with the instructors? So I already explained that also during my presentation before. So yeah, there is so the instructors are part of the community, Naval App community. So you can just send messages directly to them in the community. But if you are a student taking the course, so they are also involved in the virtual classroom. So if you raise a question there, either in the feed or maybe sending messages directly to them, so they will take care of your question and also get back to you. There are some assignments that we didn't mention before, some assignments during the course that they are not mandatory. So it is up to you to decide whether you want to do it or not. And you can prepare these assignments and upload into the virtual classroom. So you will have all other students also maybe taking a look and giving their feedback. And also the instructors will also take care of the assignments you have prepared and also give their informed feedback about it. Last question that we received in advance, it is, I have no time to follow the course at this moment. Can I enroll now? but start the course later. So any of you want to take it or?
Yes, the course is self-paced, so you can do it when you have time, basically. It's not compulsory to follow. It's not structured into weeks or something like that. So you can do at your own pace when you want. That's the idea of the course. So it's quite flexible, I would say, in that sense.
Okay, so with that, we have done with the questions we received so far. So taking a look here into the chat, we have Alex2Po420 who has written a question. It's in Spanish, but I'm going to translate. Luckily, I speak Spanish myself. So how long it takes to do the course if you follow the, I guess, if you follow the structure of the course or how it is structured, how long it could take?
The duration of the course. Okay, so in principle, there is around 4.5 to 5 hours of videos available at the course. But obviously, the complete course with the quizzes and all the works that are proposed takes much more than that. So I think that depends also on your performance. I mean, that depends on the time that takes to you to perform the hull design, for instance. So the idea is to provide the student with the tools to make the whole design the same way as we show in the videos. So I guess that that could take you between 20 and 30 hours, maybe if you are if you do it very quick, a little less. But obviously, if you take your time and besides, if you also want to do the additional material that we propose, which is quite a lot also, it would take you probably more than 30 hours.
Yeah. So I would say that following the minimum, which are the videos plus documents plus quizzes, would be, let's say, 5, 6, 7 hours, something like that. Below 10 hours. And if you add the complementary questions and the design and all the aspects of the final quiz, it will increase to 20, 30 hours, something like that. Yeah. I don't know if we clarified for Alex.
Well, Alex, you have still time to write us back in the chat if we haven't clarified the answer for you. So we don't have any other questions so far. So the thing I would like to do is just maybe if there's no more questions coming, just saying thank you to Pablo and Javier for joining us. It has been a pleasure again to be with you here in this live stream. There is a lot of things that are still are to come in. So for people viewing this podcast or live stream, so please stay tuned. There is a that Pablo and Javier are preparing for Naval App as well. So thank you everybody who has joined this with us here in YouTube. We are very sorry about the sound problems we have. So I can assure you we did some tests before and everything worked just fine. So for some reason, internet didn't want us to happen today.
Yeah.
But hopefully we have answered your questions, and it is we have given some interesting information about the course. So we have here an answer from Alex2Po420 saying that yes, thank you, we have clarified his question. So you're welcome. So again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and press the bell button so you will be notified every time we go live. Video. We have a lot of plans for this channel. So actually, this is we are just starting with these new plans for this channel with this live stream, but we have some other ideas that we want to implement in the near future. So stay tuned. We are gonna finish with the last video of the course, which is, I think, a good summary of the whole course. We are gonna put this through, and with this we will end the live stream. Thank you, Pablo. Thank you, Javi. Thank you, everybody. Take care and cheers.
Thank you so much, Pablo, and thanks everybody that were following us. Thanks for watching, and see you in the future.
Thank you very much.
Along this journey that we have done together towards the design of our target sailing yacht, we have covered several aspects that are crucial to obtain a good result. We started discussing the most important qualities to be achieved by our hull. These depend, of course, on the mission of our boat and how they relate between each other and affect the elements of the yacht, hull, sails and rig, and appendages, will have a direct impact on our final result. Among the qualities of the sailing yacht, the first characteristics that we assessed were those linked to velocity. Depending on these characteristics, our yacht will be more or less capable to attain her hull speed easily and to attain the maximum speed possible with the wind available. Then we move to the aspects linked to security and hence static stability. Here, we need to have a balance between the stability that we can obtain through the shape of the vessel and that given by how we locate the weights. The relation between these two will give us different characteristics for our GZ core. Additionally, dynamics also play a role in the behavior of our yacht. The shape of the hull over water has an impact on the movements of the yacht and hence also on stability. Furthermore, better movements will imply less added resistance in waves, a quality that is desirable to minimize. It is also important for our vessel to have the capacity to sail close haul. This ability will depend mainly on the relation between the sails and the keel. This quality is somehow linked to maneuverability. This is the ability of the vessel to navigate and to change her course with the minimum action of the rudder. Of course, the action of the rudder and its interaction with the keel are of capital importance regarding both maneuverability and the ability to sail close haul. Having both these aspects clear and the dimensions of our vessel derived from these considerations, one can start modeling his own sailing yacht. In this course, we have shown you how to build your own design from scratch, playing around with control points to obtain the desired lines plan. We have also discussed the sailing area and the distribution of sails. We have also discussed about typical rudder and keel configurations and the profiles that are normally used for these appendages.
With our design ready, it is time to evaluate its performance. For that, we have introduced the concept of naval architecture software. We have presented first the different components of resistance and how they are normally evaluated in the literature. We have shown an example of resistance calculation done with the Delft systematic series, one of the most important contributions to sailing yacht to compute resistance. From the results obtained, one can decide if the design complies with the desired characteristics or which changes could be made to the hull instead. In the same line, we have evaluated the stability of our design. We had first to estimate the weights of our yacht and their position within the ship, and with that information, obtain her hydrostatic and GZ curves that can be compared to the expected trends that we estimated at the initial stages. Finally, we can estimate the sail forces and include all this information together in the VPP to evaluate the performance of our design and estimate her speed for different winds and directions. This would be the end of the first look of the design process. From this point, as designers, we would have to evaluate the good and bad capabilities and vary the different elements accordingly in order to obtain, in the end, a satisfactory result.
So this is the end of the course. We hope that you have enjoyed the journey, learned many things, and especially that the course have met your expectations.
We will be very glad to meet you in future adventures, and please do not hesitate to contact us in case you need any further help.